Welcome to The Explainer. So, let's jump straight in. We're looking at a super fascinating sweet spot in tech right now. It's all about how platforms are giving us the power to build these insanely complex, automated systems without getting totally buried in the underlying code. And today, we're taking a deep dive into n8n. We're going to see exactly how they're baking AI right into the platform to radically simplify the way we build workflows. Okay, let's get into it.
I actually want to start right off the bat with a quote that completely sets the tone for this whole thing. Quote, "You're testing the limits of the product, kind of like the ultimate dogfooding." This comes from Sindhuja. She's a product manager on n8n's AI team, and honestly, she perfectly captures the philosophy we're unpacking today. Think about it. If you're creating a tool meant to help other people build stuff, you've got to push that tool to its absolute breaking point yourself, right? And Sindhuja is basically going to be our guide as we explore how they do just that.
Section 1. From Founder to AI Leader.
To really understand the mindset here, this whole idea of builders building for builders, you have to look at Sindhuja's background. It completely makes sense why she has so much empathy for the people using her product. She didn't just hatch out of a corporate product management silo. She actually started out as an engineer and then spent 10 solid years as a founder in the edtech and social impact space. 10 years. And that company is actually still alive and kicking today. After exploring the consulting world for a bit, she landed at n8n about 6 months ago. Her first stop? A team adorably called Adore, which literally stands for Adoption and Retention. So her entire focus was just ensuring users were continuously getting value. And now, she's leading the charge on the AI team. So she's truly lived the whole journey, From being a scrappy founder to figuring out user retention to now pushing the absolute limits of AI.
Section 2. Community-driven feature development.
So how does that personal background translate to the bigger picture? Well, when you run a platform that's literally built for automation, your community is obviously going to be full of tinkers. Sindhuja calls what happened next a classic case of listening to the community and seeing what the builders want. See, the community wasn't just sitting around waiting. They were already out there hacking together their own workaround solutions to integrate various AI platforms. They were making it work however they could. But instead of just letting that happen, n8n stepped up. They looked at what these builders were desperately trying to achieve, and they decided to build official, rock-solid, foundational features to back them up.
What's absolutely wild here is the speed. They saw the need, and they didn't just toss it in a backlog. They sprinted. Step 1, they pinpointed the exact functionality people were begging for. Step 2, they went out and formed official partnerships with those platforms. And Step 3, they deployed a totally seamless one-click connection. Specifically, we're talking about an Instance-level MCP, or Model Context Protocol. It's basically this open standard that lets you securely connect data sources and AI tools. And the crazy part? They pulled this whole 3-step process off in just 2 months. For foundational product development, that is lightning fast.
Section 3. The ultimate dogfooding culture.
Now, listening to the community is great, but it's only half the story. The other half is what we touched on earlier. If you're not familiar with the term dogfooding, basically means eating your own dog food. It's when a company uses its own product in the real world to find the limits, see where it shines, and figure out what features need to be built next. But listen, we are not talking about some hidden internal prototype here. We're talking about n8n using their own tool at massive enterprise scale. Being your own power user in a live production environment means when a feature is missing, you genuinely feel the pain. And then you build it. It creates this amazing positive feedback loop for the entire engineering team.
The absolute best example of this in action is the Ask AI Assistant. This is no side project, folks. This is a highly complex customer support product living right inside the n8n interface. It's their first line of defense, answering tough user questions straight out of the product docs. Now, on the surface, it feels like this super sophisticated standalone AI tool, but under the hood, it is powered entirely by a surprisingly simple n8n workflow. They literally shipped a massive product update by using their own product. That's dogfooding at its finest.
But here is the real kicker. Less than 0.03%. That is the error rate for the Ask AI workflow over the entire past year. Just think about the sheer volume of queries a company like n8n gets every single day. To hold an error rate that microscopic proves something huge. These workflows aren't just for fragile little weekend projects. They are incredibly reliable, production-grade systems that can handle real enterprise scale.
Section 4. Personal workflows and daily tasks.
Let's bring things from that massive enterprise scale right back down to the micro level. See, the true magic of a platform like this is the contrast. You've got that heavy-duty production side, like Ask AI, strictly trained, highly reliable, serving thousands of users. But using the exact same underlying tech, you have this unparalleled personal flexibility. You can spin up a quick, highly custom workflow for yourself in a matter of minutes. You don't need to be a massive corporation to get serious value here. In fact, Sindhuja shared some of her own personal automation hacks, and they are brilliant. Totally actionable tips for your own daily routine. Say you're struggling to keep up with all the new research in your industry. You can just build a workflow that tracks it for you. Or take it a step further and have it auto-generate a custom read-on-the-go digest with only the key takeaways you actually need. My absolute favorite, though? You can literally spin up a custom 30-minute AI-generated podcast from your required reading and just listen to it while you're out for a walk. By letting AI handle the heavy lifting of sorting through the noise, you get the exact information you need in the exact format you want.
Section 5. The future of automation. So where is all this headed? When you take that dogfooding culture, the rapid community-led development, and this insane flexibility, it all points to one core vision: combining creativity with reliability. n8n wants to completely eliminate that black box anxiety we all get with AI. The goal is for you to just declare your intent, what you actually want to happen, and let the platform figure it out. But here's the key. They want to keep everything totally transparent. You can always look under the hood and see exactly what the AI is doing. It's all about giving you the creative freedom to dream up the craziest workflows while knowing it's backed by that rock-solid reliability we talked about.
Which leaves us with a pretty exciting question to chew on. What will you build when AI handles the complexity? Seriously, if you don't have to stress over the complicated plumbing, the API connections, or the actual coding, what's the very first workflow you're going to build? Take these ideas, look at the friction in your own day-to-day life, and start picturing your own automated future. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and keep on building.